Welcome to the GAMERamble first look video for Smelter by X Plus Company Limited and Dungan Entertainment. My name is Darkcloud and I'm joined by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
So this is actually a strategy action platformer combo that was inspired by classics from the 16-bit era. Let's take a look at the options for the game. Got some video settings, can adjust the brightness and resolution as well as window mode and VSync. It also has post-processing that can be enabled. It's good to see that there's a colorblind mode, 3 different settings that will really help out players with color blindness. It's not something we often see in games. And then it's got a FPS limit. Audio, we can adjust the master volume, the sound effects volume, as well as the music volume, or mute any of the 3. It's got a couple of language options, and then the controls. See, there's controls for the rumbly lands, platforming sections, and other. You can enable the vibration or use the keyboard. Okay, so those are the settings. Let's start the game. Game is out right now on Steam and GOG.com.
Adam and Eve.
So I've been given control of Adam, it looks like.
Okay.
Which would mean he's the one that's going to succumb to temptation. Eating the forbidden fruit. Clearly that was a bad idea. Fade to white.
And Eve's falling. Eve could have never predicted the events that would transpire after Adam succumbed to the tempting aura of the forbidden fruit. After watching her beloved Adam consume it and witnessing the great white light fall from the heavens, Eve soon saw the world around her disappear, and soon found herself falling through nothing but emptiness and darkness. But not complete darkness, because complete darkness would be way too scary. It was more of like a slight darkness, you know, the kind of darkness you see when you close your eyes? Kind of like that.
Clearly doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a pity it's not voice acted. I can...
What? What do you mean stay focused? I am focused. Haven't you heard of narration before? I'm trying to paint a vivid picture for the audience. How about I do my job and you do yours? Fine.
It's a very, very long fall. Head first too. Hopefully there's a soft landing at the bottom.
As she fell, a faint emerald light started to glimmer below her. She did not know what would become of her once she reached that light. And this is how her story began. This is the story of Eve.
Looks like it. Well, it's not so black anymore, there's now sparkly bits.
Adam?
Looks like she survived the landing at least. Although it doesn't look very soft.
She looks a bit lost.
Okay, so it's showing me that the A button can be used to jump and the X button attack. You can see the 16-bit influences. It's got some very nice pixel art. So I like the animations, how Eve leaps like a superhero.
It's got a very impressive roundhouse kick to her.
Yeah. Here we come to the platforming bit. Do not want to fall into whatever that stuff is. Some crumbling platforms too.
There. What is that? Something.
I don't know, but that red arrow is telling me I should not stick around to find out what's going to happen. That catches up with me.
Looks like everything's
No
falling apart.
pressure. Okay, made that. And now it looks like the only way is down.
Leap of faith. Phew, no full
Luckily
damage.
she doesn't take full damage. Hey! Do I hear footsteps? Someone's up there. Help me. So now we have a voice in the dark. Calling out. Holy smokes! I knew I was right. Hey, you tippity-tappiting up there. I'm down here. Drop down and get me out of here, will ya? This place could come down any second and I don't want my beautiful face crushed. Oh boy, sounds like this place is coming down. I guess this is the end of the road for me. Okay, so I suppose we should go down and save whoever
He's yelling at you.
is yelling. Whatever that is.
Looks like a green blob.
He was just as confused.
Mm.
Took you long enough, but I guess I owe you. How in the world did you even end up down here anyways? Interesting, very interesting. Some say silence speaks louder than words, but you're really destroying that whole expression, aren't you? Just give me a minute, I can read minds. I see. I can clearly detect you're looking for your boyfriend. I bet I'm right. Am I right? Tell me I'm right. I'm going to take that face as a yes. Alright, where are my manners? The name's Smelter. Yeah, let's go with that. Sorry, the name my pals call me is kinda hard to say, full of vowels and throat noises. I'm just your run-of-the-mill angel, a really good one.
I think he can be trusted.
Not in the least. Uh-oh, this place is actually starting to come down. Whoever could that be? Quick, Fluty Poo with me. What now?
Fruity poo.
No, it's completely normal. Just stand still.
Oh dear. He's gonna possess her now or something. Okay.
Getting some serious Mega Man vibes from that outfit.
Yeah.
Wonderful posing and great presentation. Really takes me back. But never mind that. Knock down those blocks so we can get out of here. She looks a bit more badass now with that armor. Yeah, I'm not convinced about this Fluty Poo story. Not much time for dilly-dallying, but as you might have noticed, with Fluty Poo, so now you can wear me. What that means is you're not so squishy now because of this amazing ritual my kind made. You see, long ago when there were more... Wait, what am I doing? We don't have time for an emotional flashback. Time to get out of this hellhole before this place starts coming down too. Guess you'll have to learn some stuff on the go. Onwards! We've got a glowy... whatever that is. So the right button... it's a dash. Handy. And I can also wall jump now.
Awesome. It's interesting how they use ghosts of Eve to show you what you can do.
Yeah, it's more universal than saying press this button to do that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Controls are nice and responsive. Like I said, I really like this pixel art and animations. It's very polished. Ooh, it's one of those ancient thingamajigs. I think it's called a clairvoyant. Wait, that sounds off. Oh well, it'll come back to me. Just try to smelt it. So Smelter's smelt ability can manipulate various things that glow green. Enemies can also be smelted when glowing green for more HP. If you see something glowing green, try smelting it. And that is done now with the left button. Bravo! You're growing up so fast. Right, upwards and onwards. Okay, so that's pretty neat.
So using that club point, is that for checkpoint or something?
I would assume so, yes. Looks a bit checkpointish. Tifa's got a vicious kick on her. Well, if it ain't my greatest foe, a slime. Time to show you what I'm made of. Let's go over there so I can give them a taste of my smelt blade. Pretty cool name, right? I'll give us some juice, so let's try executing a smelt blade in these things. So whenever Eve's smelt power gauge is full, Smelter will unleash a powerful attack. Each smelt blade costs 3 bars, and attacking enemies will refill the smelt power gauge. Okay, so there's that gauge there on the top left, triggered by using the Y button. Let's give it a go. Nice.
Oh, cool.
That will come in handy during boss fights, I'm sure.
Also cool that the enemies have health bars.
It helps a lot. Made it to the exit. All thanks to me. Oh, well, I guess you did help a bit. Any rate, get yourself ready for what's up next, because we're going to the Rumbly Lands. Anywho, let's get out of here. My residents await my return. To the Rumbly Lands we go. Onward, chop chop. Seriously suspect angel. The Rumbly Lands actually has a proper name. Smelter just doesn't care enough to remember it. Nice. Okay, so here we have the top-down strategy section of the game, I assume. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. Welcome to the Rumbly Lands. Now that we can fluty-poo, you can help me out while I help you find your Adam. But first, let me show you around my magnificent empire. Wait, what the hell happened here? My heart is still here, but where the hell's the rest of my empire?
Your despicableness, you've returned?
I sure have. I'm sure I was dearly missed.
Without question, my lord.
More importantly, what in my name has happened to my empire? Explain yourself.
Of course, you large wingedness. You're just in time. Your beloved heart and the surrounding structures have all been destroyed. Your loyal forces have done their best to fend off the enemy, but to no avail. I'm sure there's something you can do to get us out of this dreadful situation.
Well, since you asked nicely, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Time to stretch these wings of mine a bit and take care of these guys. So attacking in the Rumbly Lands requires the use of the right analog stick or the mouse button. Let's put it to the test. Shooting whatever these guys are. Look at this unforgivable mess they've made.
My apologies, my lord. This just proves how much your presence is needed here. Your Zerms are lost without you.
Bah! If they weren't already, I'd blast those chumps from the Garabi domain to pieces again. And not only did they take down one of my Zerm houses, they did a number on the Zerm barracks too.
Yes, your greatness. Again, my apologies. However, as much as we Zerms would love to, I believe there is not much time for a joyous reunion.
Right you are, Commander. Time to get this place back into shape. I want to repair buildings, but to do that, I need helium. To get that helium, I gotta harvest it. And when I say I mean my Zerm harvesters. Let's stroll over to that fissure over there and summon a Zerm harvester. Okay, so we can summon a Zerm harvester at the fissure.
Not gonna get his wings dirty.
No, summoning it by holding the B button. Okay. Ah, well, ain't that a sight for sore eyes? There should be more fissures throughout the Rumbly Lands, so we should summon more Zerm harvesters on them if we want to increase our helium harvesting speed. Although we'll need to make sure they're protected, since baddies sometimes like to try to take them down. Anywho, now that we have some income, let's spend the first helium to repair the damaged buildings. The structures that need to be repaired will have this symbol here, looks like a wrench. And Smelter can spend helium to cast repair on his structures and other important structures such as occupied ruins while he does other things. Okay, this is interesting. I think the only other game that I know about that really attempted something like this in the 16-bit era was ActRaiser. It also had the platforming sections and then it had some city building in between.
Okay.
So cast repair with the right button. There we go. Half of these buildings increasing.
It gives your hands a little bit of a rest as well in between platforming sections too.
Well, I suppose it will depend on how hectic the sections get. If you get under attack and have to rush around shooting and repairing. Commander!
Yes, your greatness.
Now that I've so graciously saved the day and repaired my buildings, which you failed to protect while I was away, I'm sure some of my zone forces are ready to get back to work.
Of course, they're ready and awaiting your command.
That's what I like to hear. Time to call some Zerms over to occupy this Zerm barracks so that they'll fight for me. So I can call 3 Zerms to the barracks using the X button. 1, 2, 3. Here they come. Nice. Standing dutifully. Perfect. These Zerms should keep things pretty safe for now.
Your Magnificence!
Can't you see I'm in the middle of a tutorial? What is it?
My apologies, I just wanted to inform you that while you were away we managed to gain access to a Goombor.
Oh, well that's good news. At least you managed to do something while I was gone.
Your words are too kind, my lord. Additionally, we've confirmed the existence of a Doma stone inside. By retrieving it, we expect that not only will you be able to restore some of the power you lost before being banished by the Guardians, it will also remove the barrier blocking the way to the Gurabi domain.
This day just keeps getting better. I think it's time to head in there and find that stone. Getting it will further secure the safety of my empire, which will make it easier to find your boy. Trust me. Keep watch here, Commander. We'll head to the Goombor and check it out.
Yes, my lord.
So we can now enter Goombor, located north of Smelter's Heart. It's this place. Enter it by holding B. So I guess this is going to be another platform section. So clearly Smelter is not exactly who he claims to be.
Yeah, he's been banished.
Goombor, this takes me back. It was once a training grounds for the Gurabi forces. Most of it was made up of these little guys called Bloxies, whatever you call them. And we're in luck, looks like there are still some around. Let's give them a nice Smelter hello. We'll also need to find the Gurabi Dome Stone, which should be somewhere on these grounds. So here we go. Patching these poor
Bloxies.
unfortunate souls. They seem to be a bit more resilient. Alright, forges. All domains have them, and I can do even more by absorbing their power. Try hopping up on that one and see what happens. Okay, up we up. Wait for it. Woo! Bam! Do you feel that? The power of this forge is rushing through me, which also makes you nice and beefed up. Let's see if we can find more forges while we look for that stone. Also, let's give the next guy we see a whap. Something tells me we can deal out heavier hits now. Unlock some new skills. Earth Basher, Face Pummeler and Swipe. Sounds impressive. So it's
quite a skills tree there, eh?
upwards attack, a 3-hit combo, and then a ground pound. That's pretty cool. Try it out with this guy. Nice. To dodge these falling blocks now. I don't think I can attack these spiky guys.
So I have to avoid them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get your timing or your jumps and stuff, right?
It's nice. Whoa, I don't think so. Oh, he's playing green. Give me some health.
Ah, cool.
So Eve actually hovers in the air while you attack, which is cool.
Ah,
Here's another one of those.
clip on.
Yeah. Okay, so it's showing that I can actually grab these blocks and use them as platforms.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty neat. Intense concentration as I navigate these perilous platforms here.
Moving spike.
Okay, here's another one of those.
Gorgeous.
Here's another. Do we unlock this time? I feel like well, you have a spring in your step now. Let's see if we can jump up to that ledge. So we've unlocked Blast Off and Wall Grab.
Cool.
So with the Wall Grab, Eve can completely stop and hang to the wall indefinitely. while the blast off is a charged blast into the air to reach higher places. Nice. So we hold down and A for a bigger jump, and then we can grab on with the right button.
That's cool.
I'm sure there's going to be some intense platforming sections coming up in this game. I wonder if you're hiding there.
I didn't see that this game had any hard settings, you know, like...
No, that's true. There were no difficulty to select. Okay, so we found an apple core. Can use to upgrade Smelter's heart to get additional bonuses for his empire and structures. I guess the difficulty is going to depend on what upgrades and stuff you use.
I guess the game will also just get more difficult, I guess, as you progress through.
Yeah, definitely. What's going to be interesting to see is the balance between the platforming and the strategy sections. They're going to be equally balanced, or is the focus going to be more on one over the other?
Which would you prefer?
Well, I'm really enjoying the platforming here, but we haven't really fully explored what the strategy sections involve, so it will also be pretty neat. A bit of a maze going here, looks like. Question is just, will platform fans enjoy the strategy sections? Or will the strategy fans
enjoy the platforming?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see.
It really looks like you'll need to know your stuff with the platforming. The strategy part, we've only seen the tutorial still.
Yeah,
the game really took you
of that.
Yeah, by the hand.
And another one of these. So it looks like they give you most of your abilities up front, and then later on it's going to be more about how you use them. Yeah, hard as a rock. Looks like this rock covering my armor can be made even thicker. It might get a bit heavier, but I think it could also be used to defend against attacks later. Sure, we'll get a chance to try it out. Forwards and onwards on our search for the Doma Stone. Unlocked Flex this and Rocking Body. So Smelter forms a layer of rock around Eve's body, making her much heavier. She is activated by holding B, and then Flex this using Rocking Body the moment a projectile is supposed to hit Eve to neutralize the damage. Works on most projectiles. Okay, so there's going to be a timing based defense mechanism. Oh, let's try it here. And block. Nice, works. Okay, near the updraft or heat or whatever it is holding Eve up in the air, so by making her heavier, she falls down.
Cool.
Also have to use this to get past these obstacles. It's pretty interesting mechanics. It's not stuff you normally see in platforming games. So we have a orange pistol. But I think we've shown our viewers enough of what to expect from Smelter. As I said, the game is out right now on Steam and GOG. So if you like 16-bit style pixel art platform games and don't mind a bit of strategic thinking as well, I think the game is definitely worth checking out.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, bye.